Good morning, class. Today we're going to talk about radicals and square roots. So we're going to start with when textbooks talk about the positive square root of 16, they're going to write it like this. Positive square root of 16 is 4. The negative square root of 16 is negative 4. Again, the way they write this is what they're looking for. Sometimes they're going to write, let me get a pen here. Sometimes they will write plus or minus square root 16. That means they want both of them, both of the answers. And that leads us into this. When you have x squared equals 16, what a lot of people mistakenly do is put down the answer as x equals 4, which is right, but you're missing half the answers. Our goal is not to get a 50, so we want to put in both answers. So this would be plus or minus. This actually builds off of our work with factoring, that if we set one side equal to 0, we would realize by factoring that we would get both answers. Okay? So if it says find the roots plural of 25, that would be looking for, that's right, 5 or negative 5. Okay. So just sort of again a little review here. If they're looking for this, they would want the answer of, that's right, 4. This one, they would want negative 4. Roots of 25, we just discussed that. Okay, I think we're good on that page. Now, this leads us into how many of you know your squares? Well, I hope you know 1 to 12. That would be these. What I challenge you to do this summer is to learn from 1 to 20. This is going to be helpful, and there are all sorts of patterns that you can look at and sort of figure out. One of the nice things is you see the difference between 16 and 25 is 9. If you look over here, 4 plus 9 is 9. These differences 29, 14, and 15 added together is 29. So that's kind of helpful, but I would really encourage you to spend some time, whether flashcards, Quizlets, write this out. Another sort of extension on that is cubes. I think I have a slide of cubes from 1 to 10. You don't have to have this memorized, but I would probably say the left-hand side would be a good thing to memorize at this point. So with radicals, there's some questions that we're going to ask. So what about if we have radical 50, the square root of 50? Simplest radical form states that you're not simplified if there's a factor that is a perfect square inside here. So we would break this down into the square root of 25 times the square root of 2. So our answer is 5 times the square root of 2. And notice that I did that on purpose. A lot of times students get confused where to put what. I'm taking the square root of 25, that's why the 5 comes outside. So if I have this is the one I like to give a fair amount. This would be 9 times the square root of 2, and so you'd get 3 radical 2. Okay, other examples. Square root of 200. I'd break that into 102. And so the more you know your squares on this page, that easier it is to break down square roots. Okay, and this is going to come into play when we are doing the square roots of and special right triangles that we're going to learn next. Okay, so feel free to pause this if you want to. Have a good day.